Hi, it's Jerry and welcome to another C# training. Today's video will be a bit short because it's going to be just a solution for the guess the number homework, right? But I hope you'll enjoy this as well as much as I did. So let's just jump in. I created a new project in our solution CS training, which is called Guess the Number. And I'll double click the program CS and show you what I figured out. And well, yeah, here we go. So let me just quickly copy the assignment, right? So we're supposed to write a game that's called What Number Am I Thinking Of? We're supposed to store a variable, a value in a variable, and then consecutively ask the user whether what number they think it might be, and they then say whether it's too high or too low. And when the user guesses the number, we say congratulations, you win, and then finish the program. So first of all, I was supposed to store any number, so I figured out, okay, well, that's the number, right? So here is my number, right? And then I have to store somewhere what the user think it might be the number, so I created another variable. Maybe you didn't do so, maybe you figured out something else, but that's what I think would be nice to have. So I store a value of the user input, so that's the user number. Now I want to at least once run this sequence of asking the user and then checking whether he actually got the number that is too high or too low. So that's why I'm using the do while loop. So at least once I'll ask the user for a number and then check whether or not he actually got the number or not, and whether the number is too high or too low. So first of all, I ask the user to enter any number, and then just as in one of our previous examples, I use the int try parse to parse the console input, right? So the console input returns a string that probably should hold a number, but well, depends on what the user would like to write there. It might be a number or not. So if it succeeds, then we'll go on with these statements, which I'm going to talk about in a sec. But if it doesn't succeed, then I'm just saying, okay, this is not a number, right? I should probably say this is not a whole number, but okay, yeah. But that would be a bit more meaningful, and the user would probably understand that. Okay, and then if this action succeeds, so this parsing succeeds, then user number should hold the value that the user entered, right? So then I can compare it using just this comparison operator, right? So it's whether it's greater than or less than, right? Than the number that we made up in the beginning, right? And then write like, okay, it's too high because user number is higher than the number. We don't have any else, so then we'll check another condition. User number is lower than the number, so it's too low. And again, we don't have any else. So this will be written if either the number is greater or smaller than the number. If it's equal, nothing in this whole loop will be written, right? So if it's a number and it's the correct one, then well, none of these will be written out. I mean, only like this statement entering your number, and then the user's entered number will be also written because it will stay there, but none of these will be written. And then the number will be equal to, the user's number will be equal to the number, so we're not supposed to run the loop again, right? Elsewise, if the user didn't guess the number, we're coming back up here and redoing all these steps again. And this will go on in a loop, so all the time we'll be asking the user all the time until he actually gets the number, right? Afterwards, when the user gets the number, right, and we're exiting the loop, so we're going to the next line after the loop, where we just say congratulations, you win, and then wait for some user input to finish the program. And that's it. Yeah. So let's run the program. So, yep. Enter your number. So I'm entering 5. Okay, it's too low. Let's hit 9. It's too low. Okay, maybe 30. Okay, that's too high. 26. That's still too high. Maybe 20. That's too low. Okay, so it's between 26 and 20, maybe 24. Oh, yes. Congratulations, you win. Okay, but you could say, okay, this game is boring because I know the number. Yeah. And I told you, don't worry about making it random. Maybe you did, so that's really cool. And congratulations for that. So, okay, let me show you how to actually create a random number. So, because we actually got to know 2 tools from the systems namespace, system namespace. Now, here's a third one, and it is just called random, right? And if you go over this, and it's represents a pseudo random number generator that will just produce some, in theory, random numbers, right? So, okay, and then to use it, we actually need to create an instance of that, so RND, and then we need to create a new random. And don't worry, I'm going to explain everything here in some future lessons, but if you really want some random number generation, and well, we might need that later on. Okay, so just believe me, this line will create a random number generator for us. And now to generate a random number, we just take this RND, right? And then use the method next, right? And then we can just use this this simple next, which will just return a non-negative random number. Well, it will be really big or really small, and we just have no way of deciding what are the ranges between which we want to randomize the number. We can have another version of that method, where we actually provide the max value, and it's a non-negative random number less than a specified maximum. Well, that's good for us. So maybe let's have a random number out of 100. So in theory, non-negative. Let's just see that again. So that's the exclusive upper bound of the exclusive. So that will be 0 to 99 actually. So if you want 0 to 100, then you should put 101 here, because it's exclusive, as you can see, right? Must be greater than, and must be greater than or equal to 0. So you can't make it a negative number. Okay, so now our game should be a bit more interesting, because we don't know the number, right? Because this is actually a random number. And just to show you, we'll have a sneak peek for this. Right line. And I'll just say the number is equal to and the number, right? Like this. And now it's 60. Let's close the program. Then we have a 3. Then we have a 76. Then we have a 7. Then we have a 29. So you can see it's actually generating some random numbers. Let's get rid of that, and let's see in how many steps I'm going to get that random number discovered, guessed, right? So let's see. I'll start with 50. It's too high. Okay, 25. Oh, that's too low. Oh, come on. Let's see. I'll go with a 38. It's too high. Okay. So now I'm going with 32. That's too high. Okay, very good, very good, very good. We're getting close there. So that So 28. Too low. Oh, wow. 30. Too high. Come on. 29. Yes. Very good. Okay, so that's like one step, second, third, fourth, six, seven, 8 steps. Okay, but then you have to calculate how many steps you took. So maybe we could add an additional feature. I didn't say, I didn't ask you to do so in this homework, but still, if you have a solution, you can just to some problem, then you can just make it a bit better, figure out what you could do with it. So now I'm showing you how to play around with just programming and have some fun, right? Because this is all about having fun. Yeah, of course, yeah, you get paid for that and stuff, and people work hard to actually program stuff. Yeah, but still, if you don't like programming, why do you have to do that? I mean, there's so many other things that you could do. Okay, so let's have some fun and let's just have like int steps, right? And at the beginning, okay, there are only like 0 steps because you didn't even try to guess any number. And after you get any number, and we'll have these steps increased, right? So somewhere here, right? Because this will check whether the user entered any number at all, right? Maybe, okay, if it's not a number, let's count, okay, it's not a guess, so maybe let's put it here. So here are the amounts, or this is the amount of guesses the user took, right? So if this is not a correct number, I would just put it that in brackets. This does not count as a guess. Something like this. Okay, and then we'll just say, congratulations, you win. It took you, and then steps as tries to guess the number. Cool. Right. Okay, so let's retry. I have my strategy here, so I'll start with a 50 again. It's too high. Okay, 25. It's too low. Oh, come on again. 38. Too high. Oh, come on. Is it 29 again? Come on. No, it's too low. Okay, so we have 9 more. So we need like what, 5 more? Okay, so 34. Too high. Too high. Okay, so the difference is 5. So let's add 3. So that will be like 32. Too low. Okay, 33. Yes, it took you 7 tries. See? So it's a cool game. Very cool. Okay. I hope you liked this challenge or homework, and see you on the next training. Have a good day and have some fun. Bye.